Hi. So let's continue discussing. We're done with the video. So let's discuss now what is ethics. It came from the Greek word ethos, which means a characteristic way of acting. This is suitably employed to designate the science of human act and of human conduct. Healthcare ethics is the application of the core principles of bioethics like autonomy, beneficence, non maleficence, justice to medical and healthcare decisions. It is the multidisciplinary lens through which to view complex issues and make recommendations regarding the course of action. So why ethics important? It is important. Ethical standards promote the values that are essential to good communication, such as trust, accountability, mutual respect, and fair medical care. Medical ethical standards in medical care, including informed consent, protection of privacy, and maintenance of confidentiality, provide a guarantee for respect for persons. Healthcare ethics is important. Ethics teaches us to distinguish what is right from what is wrong. And number two, it helps us to make the right judgments and decisions and actions in different situations. We have ethical theories. They are based on previously explained ethical principles. These ethical theories emphasize different dilemma, dilemma and lead to the most ethically correct resolution according to the guidelines within the ethical theory itself. People usually base their individual choice of ethical theory upon their life experiences. So, what are these theories that we are talking about? So, we have three common types of theories, ethical theories. We have the deontology, teleology, and lastly, the utilitarianism. So we will discuss the meaning, definition, and explanation of deontological ethics. Deontology or deontological theory states that people should adhere to their obligations and duties when analyzing an ethical dilemma. So, if the person is confused, according to the theory, if a person is confused on what decision he or she should do, he have to go back on this theory, and it states that it should adhere, people should adhere their obligations and duties when analyzing ethical dilemma. So go back to the rules, go back to the law, so that you will make the right decision. This theory holds that the most important aspects of our lives are governed by certain unbreakable moral rules. This means that a person will follow his or her obligations to another individual or society because upholding one's duty is what is considered ethically correct. So, according to this theory, when you uphold, when you follow your duty and obligations, when you follow your duty, when you do your obligation, that is the correct decision because that is ethically correct according to deontological theory. So we have, for Christians, we have 10 commandments. We have 10 commandments. Law, we have the law of the land, constitution, and different special laws follow. In the school, we have school rules. So in barangay, we have our barangay rules. In our subdivision, homeowners association have its own rules. Okay? For instance, example, a deontologist will always keep his promise to a friend and will follow the law. A person who follows this theory will produce very consistent decision since they will be based on individual set of rules. So, hindi ka na daw malilito kung sa pag-decide, no? If you follow the rules. Kasi minsan, hindi ko follow sa rules, gumagrarason. Magaling magrason. Hindi ko follow, and then when you reason out, then sometimes you thought na it can be acceptable. Okay, but for deontologies, it could not be acceptable. Once it is written in the law, once it is written in the rules, you have to follow it. And if you will not follow it, you will be considered as unethical. Deontology is defined as ethical theory that the morality of an action should be based on whether the action itself is right or wrong under a series of rules rather than based on the consequences of the action. So, ito, basta sinabi ng batas, ganun, you have to follow it. No? Kahit na sabihin mo may consequences, baka maano sila, baka masaktan, baka may mapahamak, whatever. Pero pag sinabi na yun yung rules, yun yung rules. Okay? Later on, we will discuss its application. Pag nurse ka na, saan ma-apply itong deontology? Example is the belief that killing someone is wrong, even if it was a self-defense. Okay. For deontology, even if you reason out that when you killed someone as self-defense, still, for a deontologist, it's still wrong. Okay? So you cannot use the reasoning to change what is wrong to make it right. In this theory, as long as it's written, as long as it's the rules, it's wrong when you violate it. To kill is wrong. Sabi nga sa 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. Diba? Tapos, sabi, may exemption yung self-defense. Napatay niya kasi self-defense. Okay, but here, it's wrong. Example, ng Teleology. Teleology. Example, thou shalt not kill. Deontology. Do not kill. We all see killing or murdering as the wrongest human deed. Because we are taught since our childhood that killing anybody, including an animal, is a wrong act. Another, do not steal.